Welcome back to the Dota 2 International West Qualifiers. It's day 5. It's the second series.
He's not even talking to people at home now, Webheads. He's talking to you.
Yes.
I feel honored.
Welcome back,
I feel
Webheads.
honored. Thank you.
That was a
Thank you
personal
for being
welcome back from Bruno.
Thank you, Bruno.
Are you
I feel
feeling
honored.
welcome?
I feel really honored.
Great, great. Welcome back to you too. I'm not forgetting about you. But anyways, we've seen a dominating performance from DD Dota. They just need to win one more game and they will advance to play against Roxkis. But of course, that will be tomorrow.
Yeah.
Mouseport still can win the next 2 games and go there as well. But the loser of this will be playing today against EG, one of the surprise, maybe upsets from this day.
Yeah.
Roxkis defeated them 2-1 in an amazing third game that you should totally check out later.
Mhm.
But back to the game right now. We talked about Mouseport having to work a lot. They have to work really hard to actually get back and get one game from DD Dota. What do you think are the keys for this next match coming here?
I think that Mouseport should probably try and really mix something up, because DD knows their style. Like, they play defensive tri-lanes 95% out of the time, and they're really exploiting it hard. They played greedy last game, and they just like farmed up and got more farm than Black managed to get, and then of course the rotation of the supports have just been amazing. So I think that Mouse really needs to try and switch something up, get maybe some crazy draft going, see if they can get some hero that DD won't expect. But out of DD, I just want to see some crazy Go Black draft. Like something like really crazy picks would be kind of fun to see.
I'm sure we'll have some of that. And of course, if you're Mouseports and the opposing carry is farming more than your Black, you have to do something to change it. Of course, we are, as usual, joined by our very handsome couple, Scripps and James, BFFs.
Yeah. What's that? Oh, is that like a heart? Yeah,
yes.
we're so that we actually finish each other's
sentences.
Oh yeah, thank you. And yeah, it's just how we are here at the Team D of commentary. Of course, we've got Andy observing for us, and we're just actually waiting on one player from Mousesports to rejoin right now. Fatter's actually left the server.
Hey,
he's just applying some cream for the beating he took in game 1, and he'll be back real soon. So if you have any stats, I don't think you prepared any though, because we went straight into the game. Have you got anything off the top of your head?
Yeah, of course, sure. I can actually talk about.
Question the stat man.
Yeah, do not question this time. Let's talk about Black for a little bit. And I have it right here.
It's camera.
Yeah, the camera is here.
Let's see it.
In just a second. Of course, Black, who are his favorite heroes, you might ask yourselves. And in terms of how many times he picked, Anti-Mage is the hero he's always gone to. Of course, not so favored. I know, but I like you, Scriff.
He's like, looking at me? What?
These guys. Anti-Mage, he sports a 52% win rate with Anti-Mage, with 7.1 kills per game and only 2.8 deaths per game. In terms of which is his hero with which he gets the most kills, that would be Ricky. He only played it 1 game, but you know how that game was. It was 16-2-9. In terms of GPM, we have Alchemist, naturally, of course.
Big surprise there.
He averages 658 GPM in a 55% win rate in 11 games.
It's good.
If we scratch Alchemist, because Alchemist is kind of cheating in terms of GPM,
yeah.
Behind that we have the Phantom Lancer, 627
That's also
GPM.
kind of cheating.
And Webheads, you're looking very important there with your pen and paper, so you've probably got some stats for us as well written down. What have you got? You've just doodled.
Yeah.
Could we have some artwork here?
We can leave you for 30 minutes.
I'm like the worst at that.
Well, you're lucky you're saved, because the game is live. But we expect a really good picture when we come back.
Just
take
take
try,
up a
I'll
card
try.
and be like, I drew this.
Yeah.
No, Weapons, we know. We want a picture by the end of the game.
I want this hero in the game, though.
It is in the game.
Well, in this game coming up.
In this game, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It wouldn't surprise me, actually, if actually DD picked something like that up.
Okay, so we're getting ready to go into game number 2, joined by Scriff. Andy Draskell is going to be observing for you, so I'll be trying to make his job as horrible as possible and trying to distract him so he misses as many kills, so Scriff doesn't feel so bad about himself, because currently he's missed 0.
Damn it. God damn it.
And he's sick.
I have no excuse.
I know. But we're going to be going into the second game. Mouse Sports playing, not for their tournament life here. Of course, they have another match if they lose, but it will be versus EG. So it might feel to them like their tournament lifeline, because EG did beat Mouse Sports quite convincingly yesterday in Group B. And DD Dota one match away from going into the upper bracket finals, and that means they're only one game away if they win this, where they play tomorrow. And if they win that, they are going to the international in some capacity. But we'll find out. But anyway, look at this. DD Dota, they do not fear giving away the Lifestealer. They've gone for the Bat Rider after the bans, and they actually banned out a Darkseer as their second ban. Quite a interesting ban. But
Mouse Sports takes up the Bane, so DD can't. That's probably what they did, I think. I don't think they took it because they want it. I think they took it because they don't want DD to have it.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
to note as well as on the bans, split push, neither team wants it. No Wisp, no Furion.
Yeah. And since we've now done one game together, Scriff, and you found your commentator tonsils or legs, whichever one. I'm
No legs.
expecting lots more talk out of you.
No leg strat. I don't like legs.
Okay.
Gyro is
tonsils.
banned as well, so Mouse Sports didn't like silent on the gyro. But yeah, DD have the bat. Let's see what they pick up now, going up against a Lifestealer and a Bay.
Yeah, and Shadow Demon is also in the pool as well. I'm not sure if Mouse Sports are going to want to pick that up for their tri-lane. It is really nice, though, versus a Bat Rider. Just being able to... Potentially, sometimes you can stop the initiation on the lasso, just save your target for from a little bit of damage.
I'm just waiting for a Treant from DD. I want to see Goblex Treant again.
Do you think they'll show it this early?
Probably not, but I want to. I want them to.
Oh, if they don't pick it in this phase as well, it could likely be banned out by Mouse Sports, so you have to think of that as well.
The thing is as well, Mouse Sports took the Bane, so maybe DD don't feel confident in going on aggressive tri-lane. So maybe... And that's probably their pocket strat with Treant, an aggressive tri-lane with the Treant on a safe...
Well, I also think a great offlaner for the team of DD could be a Weaver as well.
Yeah.
Being able to escape from Lifestealer pretty easily, as you normally expect Mouse Sports to put them on the safe lane. But they are actually going to get the SD and the Treant. And I think the SD was a kind of similar pickup to the Bane in a way, like we don't want them to have it.
Yep.
We really do want the Shadow Demon, so that's a wise pick. And Treant Protector on DD. So coming out with what they had yesterday, and it worked great for them.
Yeah.
Not yesterday, sorry, in Group A.
Yeah, in Group
but
A.
it worked fantastic, and they've got it again. So with the Shadow Demon, we're looking for a very strong tri-lane here from DD.
Yeah, I think this is quite a good pickup against the Lifestealer as well. Overgrowth, if he have popped Rage already, it will still lock him down. It goes through that BKB. As well as the Demonic Purge, I do believe it's called, goes through BKB as well.
Yeah. So they've still got some plans for this Lifestealer, as Scriff just mentioned. Mouse Sports, as they pick up their last pick of the first phase, they've gone for a Puck, and I think that's a great pickup in terms of being able to have something a little bit more reliable, I feel, than the Magnus RP. Even though Magnus RP, if it hits and it's good, it's amazing. But Puck, most of the times when you initiate, it's always good. It's just the kind of spells that you have on your Puck with the Dream Coil and also the AoE Silence, it makes a big difference almost every fight. Sometimes Magnus does drop off if you aren't able to use him correctly.
As well as it's a strong mid hero in general, a lot stronger than Mag during the laning phase in mid, so yeah, I agree. But going into the second banning phase, we see a Nyx and a Lone Druid get banned out. What do you think of it?
Taking out the Lone Druid, again, that could just be something that could be very safe in terms of the amount of farm it gets. You don't want to go up against... I mean, Lone Druid is just a scary hero in general in terms of how good it is on pushing after if you're able to get a team wipe. Taking out the Nyx Assassin, that's a little bit more obvious in terms of a hero that you definitely don't want to give away, especially once you've got a Bat Rider, just because you are able to proc Spike Carapace off Firefly. And then the Weaver ban out from DD, they've decided to ban it out because now obviously they've shown their offlaner, the Treant Protector, and they don't want to go up against it. And OD, there we go. Sorry, Wepaz. Mouse Sports are like Wepaz, yeah. We're taking out the OD.
They had the OD in the game. They played Treant in the group stage, I believe. I'm not
Yeah,
100%.
I think so
yeah.
as well.
Being played by Funcy, if I remember correctly. I'm doubting myself right now. I think so. So it's a good ban out from Mousesports, I think. It's a good mid-hero to ban out against Puck, because that in-steal, making you dumb, is very annoying.
Yeah, and also it adds a lot of control of the OD. It's not just the damage off the ultimate, it is the control with Astral Imprisonment. So Mousesports are going to take out the Luna, their carry hero of choice that they want to play against, and DD will take out the Keeper of the Light. So all bans now done, and we're going into the final picks. Where do you expect DD to go?
They could go on Alchemist here. I'm not sure how good it would work out, but it wouldn't surprise me just because outfarm black, I think. Yeah. And
10 seconds.
maybe they're not going to look for the carry in this pick, but
5 seconds remaining.
yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, we'll have to see. It could be like a support like Leshrac. Don't think they will necessarily go for Alina in this situation. Just because of how easy it could be picked off. And actually, they're going to go for the Queen of Pain. So we are looking on that Bat Rider. Wepez, where do you want to put the Bat Rider? Now there's a Queen of Pain here.
I'd say jungle.
Wepez says off lane.
says off lane, yeah? Could work. Where do you put the Treant then? Wepez? Support? Yeah, could work, could work. Yep.
Okay, and Mousesports will pick up a Juggernaut. So we've seen Juggernaut played with Aghanim Scepter from Mousesports as well, and they really do utilize the healing ward. Great for pushing, especially in the early game once you get a few levels on it.
Yeah. It's looking very good for Mousesports, I'd say, in the laning phase. Of course, the Treant. Let's see how DD uses it, to what effectiveness they can use it. But yeah, I really like this from Mousesports, the Juggernaut. This potentially means an offensive try. Or just Juggernaut solo offlane.
Yeah, we have to see where they come out. And it's going to be the Phantom Lancer for DD, so that's their carry of choice. A fan favorite.
Yeah, a fan favorite. Not really. But yeah.
You don't like cats?
Cats?
Look at him. He's very catty. He's a cat. You can tell by his mouth.
It's a puma.
It's a type of cat.
Is it puma or puma?
Puma. It's not puma. It's not puma. Shut up.
10 seconds remaining.
So last pick from Mousesports. Let's see what it is. I imagine it's going to be something that goes along well with Lifestealer and Bane. Something like Leshrac, maybe?
What was that, Andy?
AoE, I do believe he sneezed out.
I actually think a Clockwork could be potentially pretty decent here. Hasn't been banned out, and it has worked in a support, and they could play it defensively as well.
I've actually seen Juggernaut support by Zenith in the Southeast Asian scene. I don't think we're going to see it here from Mousesports, but it is a possibility, actually.
But I think Andy's right. They are looking for something that gives a decent amount of AoE, and you can see that by banning out Keeper of the Light in their last ban phase there, DD Dota hinted maybe they were going towards that Phantom Lancer, but Mousesports, with their last ban, decided no, it's a Luna. And then now they're up against a Phantom Lancer. So Mousesports are taking a little while to think about how do we play against this PL.
I think a Leshrac would be really good in the potentially offensive tri-lane as well as for pushing. Just with that edict to just get towers down, and as Andy sneezed out AoE, he has decent AoE at least, with the Split Earth, Lightning as well as the Pulse Nova. So we'll see what Mousesports go. Time is getting short. And it's a Chen.
And they're going to go for the Chen.
It's also push.
Yep, some good pushing power there. Not going to be great in terms of clearing the wave, apart from Blade Fury, also Puck, and Black's Infest. But we'll see what items they're going to go for. So, interesting lineup, at least from DD. We'll have to see what we make of their lanes, what they're going to do with the Queen of Pain, Treant Protector, and also the Bat Rider. Mousesports also have some options. So they're keeping each other guessing here in Game 2, or at least keeping us guessing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think this is going to be... With that Chen pickup, you think they're going to go on offensive tri-lane with the Chen in that offensive tri-lane?
Position.
Yeah.
I still feel Mouse are going to go for a safe
Yeah,
tri-lane.
just put the solo
Yeah.
Juggernaut with
5
on Koikwa.
seconds
But
remaining.
Treant Protector is not safe going on the off lane at all, God Black.
Nope.
So we'll have to see what DD have in store for us as we get ready for Game 2 between DD Dota versus Mousesports. 1-0 up are DD Dota. And we go through the teams. Mousesports first. Cinderin going to be playing the Chen. The Juggernaut going off lane. Qualifier, as I like to call him. And he calls himself Steve. Playing the puck is going to be Fatta. On the Bane, Paz. And handling the Lifestealer, Black.
And over on DD's side, we have God Black playing the Treant Protector. Queen of Pain is going to be handled by Funzy. The Bat Rider on Sorska. Shadow Demon on fucking Mad. As well as Silent on the Phantom Lancer.
And of course he did silent play the Gyrocopter last time and was way ahead in terms of net worth and also CS. Bruno did bring up some stats. Currently the whole team of DD just hanging around in their jungle. Getting an offensive lane ward off for their safe lane.
Looking on Silent, I don't think DD is expecting an offensive tri-lane at all, because he picked up a Quelling Blade straight away.
Yeah, so DD have Mousesports' number, since Mousesports are going to be playing Black on the safe lane. Just going to be checking the runes here as they spawn in just 5 seconds. Black hanging around the top rune. Going to be met by Soksha in just a moment. And the rune will spawn top, and it's just going to be a regen, so no reason. And Puck versus Bat Rider there, in favor of Puck, 51%. And Soksha, nicely done, going to throw down a sentry and going to be able to de-ward the Observer Ward on the high ground there, just on the dire side. So, and that regen's going to sit there for a little while.
And this to me, Mouse taking a page out of DD last game with Bane as well as Chen. They're not going to be able to do the same rotations just because this sentry as well as Observer Ward. It's going to be so hard going into middle and getting a smoke on Funzy. As well as he has Blink on Queen of Pain as well, so it's going to be even harder.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Funzy mid should have a pretty decent time. Normally, the Queen of Pain plays a little bit better aggressively in terms of Puck doesn't normally get a kill unless the Queen of Pain overextends or really messes up on her side of the lane. So normally you'd think Funzy would come out nicely on top, but also added to Funzy's arsenal here is going to be the Living Armor.
Yep. Farah dodging that Shadow Strike on mid with a well-timed phase shift. And this is what makes this, like, the Puck versus Queen of Pain, is how good you are with the phase shift.
Yeah, Farah's still taking a good amount of damage, trying to bait out the phase shift here. And just going to harass and come back. And if we look at the bottom lane as well, Qualifier does have just boots, doesn't have a stout shield, so he's very harassable, and he's even having to use a Blade Fury there just to escape some of the damage coming in from Silent with his Spirit Lance as Silent just hits level 2. So I believe already from the get-go that DD are really happy with how this is played out to him, because a Phantom Lancer free farming, probably not going to take much damage here at all. He's going to be super happy. God Black, he can just punch creeps down all day.
Yeah.
You know, he's pretty chuffed with his situation. King Mad does actually have an invisibility heading over to Qualifier, who's of course got those boots of speed, so he's going to be heading out of there safely. But it doesn't look like they're going to be able to rotate here, and I don't feel that they're going to get the better exchange in terms of the farm.
No, I really like this by DD Dota. The Treant makes Funzy have such an easy time mid just because of that Living Armor. It's unbelievable. They don't have to rotate there to help him. They just put that on him, and what's Fada gonna do?
What's he going to do indeed? And as you can see there, Living Armor level 2 just helping Funzy out. We can also see though, top lane, we did just see moments ago a TP from Qualifier coming in, and they're going to put down some early harass on this tower as Cinderin has hit level 2, just has one creep to his name, the Centaur Conqueror, and Living Armor comes out on the tower. Are they going to rotate in? They don't really have the team now to be able to defend this tower, so Mouseport should be able to pick this up. But they are going to rotate in. And it's going to be a level 4 Batrider, played by Sokshka. Probably just going to be able to throw out 1 level in 1 point in Flame Break. But that tower should be going down. And Mouseport, that's a good win for them just because of the lack of rotation available and defense available from the current team of DD Dota. So they're going to get ahead in gold a little bit. But overall, DD do seem to be finding more farm and more levels across the board, despite the tower dropping.
Yeah, I agree. The thing is now, how can Mouse follow this up? Like, they need to follow it up somehow. They're actually going to smoke on Sidron and pass and maybe rotate and try to pick off Sorska on that offlane.
Yeah, level 3 on Cinderin, so he's going to have 2 points in Test of Faith. And an offensive blink by Funzy. Could this be the end of him? In comes the War Stomp. It is going to hit. And almost didn't need to happen as Fata will draw first blood, picking up a kill with Waning Rift, the silence. So nicely done by Mousesports. And as you mentioned, how are they going to capitalize off this? And they already rotated and picked up a pretty crucial kill on Funzy. I think they're going to be very happy with that. So the big question, though, still is what they're going to do about Silent.
Yeah, that's true. He is farming away very well. He's leading the last hits with 32, 18, 19 denies now even. So he's doing very well for himself down on bot lane. Korkba actually rotates down there again, trying to get some EXP. And this is crucial. Like, the Juggernaut is gonna need like level 9 for the maxed healing ward, maxed spin and Omnislash. And that's probably go time for Mouse. They need to push down so many towers then, just to close down the map so Silent can't farm wherever he wants.
Yeah, and you really have to take out some of those tier 1 towers before you can start harassing Silent playing that Phantom Lancer. We'll see if that's going to be the case. In mid, we can actually see Funzy, despite the deaths, leading the way over the pack on CS by a huge amount. 25-12 against a 6-4.
Yep.
That's a pretty high difference in terms of last hits. So Funzy doing a great job despite that death. And also Shoksha in the jungle, he's just actually cleared off a huge stack and just going to head back now with 600 gold. Almost level 6 too. And we just checked in on Cinderin moments ago. As Cinderin almost level 5.
Yep. This living armor tactic is working out really well for DD. Funzy, as you said, crushing mid. So how's Goblak actually doing in pulling? He's level 4.
He's doing pretty well in levels, level 4, yeah, but the other person that's not getting so many levels is fucking Mad on his Shadow Demon, who's currently level 2.
He was sitting behind Funz in mid, I believe, for quite a while.
Yeah, he was, and he hasn't been able to get as many neutrals experience as he would have wanted.
We see a smoke now from Mouse going down to bot lane. Let's see if they can pick off Silent.
Yeah, they have 2 sentries on Cinderin playing the Chen. Silent. Is he going to get nightmared up? And Paz is chasing him, but won't be able to get him, as he will be able to double walk away. And now they know that something's up here, as Paz was going very aggressive, so they're probably expecting potentially a Cinderin here as well. And it would have been a kill if they managed to catch him with the ensnare, but not able to do so. And now this opens up the chance for DD to maybe rotate and put some defense up of their own. But unfortunately for them, they won't have their Batrider available for the fight, as he's pretty low.
He has Tranquil's boots though, so he's gonna have the health, but maybe not the mana to do anything about this. And as we see, Cinderin running away together, or not together, but past. They're rotating again, and yeah, they need to make something happen again, I believe, because they're not gonna win the longer this game's go on.
Well, they're not winning the farm war either, as well. If you look at if you look at the gold graph, you can see where it spiked the kill and also the tower. And then just over time, it generally goes in the Radiant favor, which is DD, and also they're leading the XP too, as Goblak's done a great job in terms of how much XP he's been able to pick up. A lot better than some of the players of Mousesports, especially Qualifier on his Juggernaut, who's only just hit level 4. So Silent's just going to farm away. Hasn't shown his first item yet.
There's a drum on the ground, actually.
Oh, okay, he's just chilling it out, leaving it there. He was baiting it.
Yeah.
Black's getting away with murder right now, though. If you look where Black is on the top lane, he's so far down in terms of where he's farming. He's got his phase boost, he's also got an Orb of Venom, and he's bringing himself over just a completed Magic Wand. And Sokshka, this is his cue to turn up, and he could potentially be getting his Blink Dagger if he stays in this lane. So this could be really dangerous, and I feel the same as you. Mousesports, they've got a window of, 3 to 4 minutes, you could say, where they really want to make something happen. And I expect them maybe mid or maybe bottom.
Yeah.
But they definitely want to make something happen.
I think they were looking for a pickup, and then for another push, either mid or bottom when they rotated there. So, yeah, they're gonna need to hit another window. Maybe when the mech is up on Synoran, he's about halfway there, I'd say, as well as Pass hitting level 6, so the Fiend's Grip is up, and then they have to make something happen to open up the map and close it down for DD.
Yeah, Synoran should be able to complete his mech before Shoxa gets his Blink Dagger, but it will be very close in terms of timing. But either way, Mousesports, a little bit against a timer, I'd say, but of course one big team fight in their favor could be huge. Their Puck, Fatter, who's playing opposite Funzy in the middle, hasn't even completed his treads yet.
He's
so
half the creep kills of Funzy.
Yeah. He's nowhere near a Blink Dagger. He's only soon going to complete his treads. He could be dropping a Dream Coil here onto Funzy, but decides not to. No follow-up damage. In comes, there's the Dream Coil. Synderen's going to come in. They are going to net him in place. He will be able to blink, but he's going to be stunned off the back of that. But unfortunately, the Orb is going to miss, and Funzy manages to escape with his life.
We
so
see again
play.
there was a living armor on Funzy, and he took so little damage from the Test of Faith coming out from Synoran. And maybe it was a bad roll together with the living armor, but yeah, he survives something which he normally wouldn't.
Yeah, and he gets a second living armor as well, and he's almost up to full HP now. So Mousesports, they know they need to make something happen. They don't manage to do so down in bottom lane. Qualifier just rejoins the lane from being spotted out by Silent. Going to take a good bit of damage here. Going to have to spin and to try and clear the creep wave. Silent actually looking to chase him, wants to put down a little bit more damage. Koiva, what's going to happen to you here? Is Silent going to get the kill? Yes, he will. And he's going to doppel walk under the tier 2 tower off to the left-hand side. But Fatter is going to chase with the haste. And so Silent, if he gives up this kill, this is going to be huge. And he should be able to get away, as they won't be able to stop him without the Dream Coil.
Yep. Yeah, a misplay from Koikwa, I'd say, running there, taking the first spear without Blade Flurrying, taking so much damage from that. And then Silent just follows it up after he spins. And just kills him. Good play from Silent, seeing the opportunity to just go for the kill and then getting out.
Yeah, it certainly was. He spotted him in the river, even walking back up into a full creep wave. So well done from Silent. And DD get a very nice kill over to their carry, but also do not lose him, which was hugely important. So Silent's going to be very chuffed with himself. Sokshka has now finished off his Blink Dagger. So this is where it gets scary for Mousesports, because originally you were like, yeah, we can maybe put some pressure down since Synderen is just finished his mech, as they were just about 30 seconds apart from that mech and the Blink Dagger on the Bat Rider. But that mech's now out, so Mousesports want to take a team fight. They want to make something happen, but against a Bat Rider level 9 with Blink Dagger, it's really scary.
Yeah, and props to Shoshka for getting a Blink Dagger this fast on an offlane.
Well, jungle.
Yeah.
And then offlane.
Yeah, but it comes down to the early tower Mouse took down as well.
Yeah.
They haven't forced the issue, and then Black just pushes it, goes to jungle, and then Soshka comes and gets some free XP and gold.
Yeah, they taking down that tier 1 tower is a kind of a double-edged sword, just because it could go badly. But let's focus on Soshka as well, as he is going to spot out Koiva on the Juggernaut. He's going to blink in. There's the lasso. Just going to pull him back as far as he can. Fucking Mad is there. He should be able to just Blade Fury away here. TP rotations come in. Fatter looking to maybe shut down. No, not able to shut down at all. He's going to take a fight with the Ancients. That's not a great option for Fatter, as he's all the way over to the left-hand side. But TP rotations coming in. We've got Black here as well with his drums. This tower, it looks like DD just maybe want to take the tower and get out of here, but they're going to be Dream Coiled in place. Nice play by Fatter, being able to dodge the scream there from the Queen of Pain, but Paz is going to be able to back up nicely and hold Silent in place as he goes down. So 1 for 1, but it's going in favor of Mousesports here, as they are going to chase. There comes the Omnislash. from Qualifier as he picks up a kill. Paz going to hold Soxka in place. This is going to be another kill, surely. Black's just going to want to get the last hit on this, I'm sure, and he will be able to do so. Big team fight there from Mouse Sports, and Paz, really nicely done, being able to pick up Silent with his level 6, where he had a Fiend's Grip, and they're going to be able to counter over tower. Now, I actually felt that if DD Dota would just harass the tower quickly as possible, Silent would have been able to potentially even live.
Yeah.
Because they would have had to drop sentries. And
this is what Mouse needed on. They're back into the game and they do it with a bang. So, yeah, they're getting the level up again on Koikva, Healing Ward. Everything is coming together now for Mouse. This is what they needed, this is what they wanted. And that first item mech on Synderen did good work there, and now they're going for Roche.
Yeah, and Synderen Rush mech, we should just look at him. He's only got a mech right now. He's got his boots in stash. He's like, not my color, man. I ordered a different kind, so he's going to bring him over shortly, I'm sure. But either way, Mouse Sports are going to be able to pick up this Roshan. I don't think DD are aware of it right now. Godblack, with very little health, is just hanging around. He's going to actually pick up a regen just outside of the Roche pit. Does have Overgrowth available. They're going to hold Funzy in place, though, as Paz puts him under. There comes a nice silence. Funzy getting saved with a disruption. Is he going to be able to get out? He will be able to. The Dream Coil was used as well, but the Overgrowth came in as a counter. Funzy, he's low. Does he want to take this fight? Silence here as well, and now the whole team's here. And Fata going to get picked up by the lasso on the top. He's going to get killed with the help of Funzy. And now Mouse Sports are down to 4, and they need to flee. And good map awareness from DD there, able to come in and make something happen. And you can see how effective that Bat Rider with the Blink Dagger is. And of course, look at Fanzi getting healed up once again.
Yeah, there was Black even gets knocked up on the high ground right now by a Flame Break coming out from Soshka. So, yeah, he's just gonna TP away. But yeah, big disruption coming out from fucking Mad on Fancy there, saving his life, and then Godblack following that up with the Overgrowth just to hold them down even more. And Fancy managed to get away, gets a living armor, bottles up, and then he can just... Soshka comes in, grabs the puck as well as and just drags him and kill him. And then it's 4 versus 5, and Mouse has to flee. But they get the Roshan though.
Yep. Yeah, it didn't deter him. They went back in. Roshan was down to about 25%, so they are going to be able to get the Roche. Jaegers is going to go on to Black, and Black is doing a great job now in terms... I think both of the carries have been almost neck and neck in terms of net worth. Silent a little bit ahead in terms of last hits, but I think net worth, yeah, they're both sitting around 6.5k. We'll just go check over with Black. He's got 2.6k gold available to him. Silent on the other side actually just has 1.3, and he's gone for a Yasha first. When people do this, it normally says, I want to farm quicker, because the Yasha will allow you to farm quicker than having a Diffusal Blade, but obviously a Diffusal Blade is one of the core items for the hero, so...
Yeah, we're gonna see the fight outside Roshan right now, and here we go, Fancy getting all the nuke. And fucking Mad disrupts him. And then Godblack follows it up with an Overgrowth, holding everyone down. And he's just gonna blink away. The Dream Coil doesn't do enough damage, as well as the Leech Seed
as well on Fata. Yeah, helped out as well. And just to the left, we actually have the Bat Rider heading in. And you're gonna see a pickup after the Flame Break. And Soksha will grab himself a Fata, and Fanzi comes in, a good amount of burst damage from him, and that's when the fight had to disband. So, well done from DD. Yep. That could have gone really bad for them in terms of Mouse Sports just getting a completely free rush. But you have to imagine one of the key people that they've been shutting down over and over is the Puck.
Yeah.
He's 1 and 2. He's doing so badly on the last hits, and he's still pretty far away despite getting some additional gold with the tower they have and also the Roche.
1400 away from a Blink Dagger. So yeah, he is not having the game he wants to have right now, and that's actually very, very important from I say very a lot, but yeah, it's important for DD for him not to have the game he wants, because they just want to buy time for this Phantom Lancer, because late mid game into late game, Silent is just gonna be such a pain for Mouse Sports to take care of.
Yeah, he will be. But Mouse Sports now have that Aegis, so they might be able to do something worthwhile with it. Qualifier there, you just saw moments ago, 1,500 gold. We'll see if he's going to go towards the Aghanim Scepter or add something in additionally before, or even if he's going to go for the Aghanim Scepter. It's not being overly kind of a familiar pickup, but it has in the West qualifiers, adds a good amount of HP, and also the ultimate makes it awesome.
Yeah. And we see DD, they're not feeling pressured to go for any 4 or 5 man tower pushes or anything. They're just happy with Soshka farming their own jungle. Silent is up on the enemy jungle, farming there as well as on the lane. And they're just happy taking it later, farming, and just wait for Mouse to make a move and then try to do something about that. We see Black, he's picked up the armlet from that amount of gold he had. So that says to me he wants to fight now. It's a normal pickup, of course, but yeah, he wants to fight a lot in the mid game, and I think Mouse needs to.
Yeah, he won't be able to fight there though, as 2 TPs from top lane go towards mid, I believe, as DD are going to remove Silent from the top lane where Black was heading towards. Also, Funzy looks like he's heading towards that Orchid, and I think that's a great pickup, just because even if you get it on the Chen and you can burst him down, that's huge. Sure, he's going to be able to mech, but also Paz as well. That Fiend's Grip has been troublesome in all the games that Bane's been playing. The kind of positioning that they've had, fucking Mad played it last time, but even Paz here catching Silent across the bottom lane. The Orchid is a nice pickup, and if you look at the net worth as well, the Queen of Pain and the Bat Rider are currently doing better, quite a lot better actually than the Puck, and you would expect that for the Queen of Pain with how mid went, but not the Bat Rider, who's probably going to be going for a 4-staff.
Yeah, you even see Goblak having a decent, for a support this early on, having a decent net worth. He's about 1k under the offlane Juggernaut. So yeah, things are going DD's way right now, I'd say, even though Mouse took a Roshan.
Yeah, and Mouse, they want to use their advantage. They've got that Aegis, they've got some good pushing power with Synderen and all his neutrals, and they're going to go for the tier 1 tower. And you can see Shoksha already knew this was going to come in, so threw down a Firefly just moments ago to help clear the creep wave. There is going to be a healing ward drop though by Qualifier, and Shoksha isn't available to defend this, so Mouse Sports, a well-timed attack, will be able to take down the tier 1 tower. At the same time though, Silent smartly takes down the tier 1 tower top,
and Fancy pushing the tier 2 bottom. So Mouse can't continue this 5-man and go for the tier 2, they have to back off and force them off the other lanes. So DD making the most of it, even though they have to sacrifice this tier 1 mid.
Yeah, and it was smart of DD not to take that fight. So the reaction was good, but also Mouse Sports did force that reaction out of DD, and they are able to take away that tier 1 tower mid, which is overall going to help them just a little bit more.
Yeah, we see Koikwa running around with the Dust of Appearance. This says to me they want to look for Silent and get a pickoff on him as soon as they know where he is. He's currently residing at the top lane, above it, in the woods. So yeah, first they have to find him before they can try to pick him off.
Yeah, and he's actually going to be going for that Diffusal Blade. He's pretty close already as well, as he will be finishing up relatively soon. And this could be the sign where DD want to attack. We'll check on the the Aegis timer, because that's going to be going down, I imagine, in just under 4 minutes. That's me guessing. Damn. Way under 4 minutes, Bruno. So, yeah, I can imagine Mousesports now wanting to put some pressure on with that Aegis, and they are going to do so. It looks like they're going for the tier 2 tower mid. This is risky. They still don't have that Blink Dagger on Puck. He's about 650 gold away, but they are just want to go and siege this tower down the best they can. Silent, I believe he might be finishing up his Diffusal, and he has done so, so Silent could be rejoining this fight. Do DD want to put out a good defense, because they could make something happen here. But Mouse Sports look a little bit too strong in terms of team fight with the Dream Coil available on Fata. They'll take the tower, and he gets ever so much closer to his Blink Dagger.
They sacrifice the bottom tier 2 for it though, as well as Silent now pushing the top tier 2. So this is an okay trade for DD, in my opinion. They trade a tier 2 for a tier 2.
Well, maybe I think even it's a great trade.
Yeah, they get 2 tier 2s, so yeah, very good from DD. And Mousesports, now they feel very pressured to do something even crazier, which go for maybe even the tier 3.
Yeah, I mean, Mousesports are just generally getting out farmed per minute. If you look at the gold graph, you can still see it goes in favor of DD constantly, despite these, where Mousesports are like, yeah, we want to focus here, here, and here. So DD are playing around Mousesports fantastically in terms of getting the most out of the map on some key heroes, especially Silent. and also Funzy playing the Queen of Pain. And now it comes down to, is anybody going to be able to get a pick? Aegis is going to be reclaimed in just a few moments, but can someone get a pick? Across bottom, we have 2 people smoked.
And they have a Orchid as well. Fada is in big trouble right now.
Oh, he's so close to his blink, but yeah, they might be able to get him here. Is Fata going to be able to react in time? No, he's not. And Funzy comes in, going to use everything they have, Sonic Wave included, just to secure that kill. And Fata looking for a 30-minute blink dagger.
Yeah, that sets him back another, was it 250, 300 gold from that blink dagger. Another even putting pressure on the tier 3. So Mouse, they're falling apart a bit here right now, and DD getting the pickups they want, and yeah.
Yeah, certainly getting exactly what they want. In terms of levels, that's leading the way as well. XP going in DD's favor. Level 13 on the Queen of Pain, level 13 on Silent, and also level 12. So 3 of the highest level players are from DD as well. And in middle, Fata's going to come in. He's going to get Silence out. There comes the Fiend's Grip. Funzy does have his Orchid, but he used it on Fata. And I think that Fiend's Grip did surprise him. And well done from Paz to stop that initiation. And Fata will keep his life and some of his gold. And also they'll be able to get away. So
this is a big problem for Mouse though, because DD is now dictating where and when stuff happens. They go in there, do that, and Mousesports is forced to react instead of getting the charge, going to towers, and dictating like they did earlier with their tier 1 mid where the fight is going to happen. So yeah, Mouse is in big trouble right now.
Yeah, they got the early lead, but still DD got most of the map control and the better exchange of pretty much almost every engagement apart from one fight across bottom lane. Silent as well has now finished his Manta Star. We saw an ultimate orb on him just moments ago, and you can kind of see, yeah, he's going to be finishing off his recipe as well. I'm not sure how Mousesports are going to stop this.
Yeah, there's even a mech up on Goblak right now, so
it's
coming together for DD right now.
Well, it's just so hard. Like, Synderen needs to be level 11, just so that Hand of God heals just for an extra 100. I know it sounds stupid, but you need every bit of advantage you can get. They need to get a pick off. Silence Illusions going to town on the Juggernaut, played by Qualifier.
Yep.
And Silence is just going to hide off in the woods, potentially looking to TP out. But Mousesports, they're not getting the most out of the map. They're not getting the best amount of farm they can.
They're doing. Synderen picked up a gem, and that's something that is really good for Mouse. Shutting down the vision for DD is the first step in the right direction. So yeah, shut down the vision, take over the map as good as possible, if they even can at this point. But yeah, it's a step in the right direction for now.
Yeah. So still holding on Mousesports, but the next Roshan will be important, and you can expect DD to want to contest it now.
Yeah, but just look at this. They're split pushing with the heroes they have on DD. The Queen of Pain as well as everyone else.
Oh, Fata. Oh. He actually had Black with him, and Funzy gets caught off guard. He thought Fata would have been maybe an easy kill for himself, but Black was infested inside, and Fata did have his Blink Dagger as well before that initiation, but that was actually just Funzy being a little bit overconfident. And nicely set up by Mousesports there. To catch a pro player off like Funzy in that situation is going to be a big plus in the game. But still, how much of a difference will it make? Well, probably not just that one kill, but the fact that they have now the Blink Dagger.
Yeah.
But off this, Mousesports can't really pressure the racks. No. They need to control the map, get some wards up, de-ward with the gem that they have on Synderen, and then look towards Roshan.
Yeah, Roshan is up in about 1 minute or so. I think they should have just taken control of the map and then go Roche and then try to make something happen around maybe the tier 2s.
Well, they're going to go aggressive. Fata comes in with a Dream Coil, followed up by an Omni Slash. Goblak throws down his Overgrowth to put some control onto the fight. Black, though, going to get poured into the tier 4 towers by Soksha, and Mousesports are going to have to run, and this is going to be ever so painful. There goes the gem. Fata is going to be able to get away. Paz is going to be able to TP out, but they lose two such important heroes. Not just because it's a Chen. I mean, also you don't want to lose Black on the life stealer, but the Chen dropped the gem, and now there is no chance, I feel, that they're going to be able to contest this Roshan if DD want to go for it. I did feel as well that they maybe shouldn't have tried to siege tier 3.
Yeah, and this is why I said it. It's like it's so dangerous because if you lose it, you give away a free Roshan to DD, which they did. So yeah, maybe they're gonna try to contest it anyway, seeing as Black is up in 5 seconds. But it's so dangerous, and they pay for it.
Yeah, they paid for it indeed. Funzy picked up his Ogre Club, going towards his BKB, a well-needed item once you're up against a puck. Got Black, carries the gem
Here we
with
go.
his mech.
Black goes into Farah. Will they do something about this?
And they are going to go in, and Fada will get a knife silence off. Black comes out, but instantly going to be lassoed. And he'll be going down most likely soon to the Silent Illusion. He does rage and get away, but there's a Diffusal Blade. He's going to drop as well. So Fata and Black both going down. And miraculously, Funzy lives with such little HP as Silent picks up a triple kill. And Aegis, I didn't see, yeah, it was picked up by Silent on the Phantom Lancer, so they didn't manage to steal it away. So bit of a last-ditch effort.
Yeah.
Definitely worth a shot, though.
Yeah, it was, but right before that, Soshka actually flame break and hit Farah with Black in him. So he couldn't blink in exactly when he wanted. And by that time, DD was ready for him to blink in. So yeah, unfortunate, but well played by DD to actually recognize the threat and shutting it down before it happened and being prepared for it.
Here we go. This is surely going to be a GG under 30 minutes, I can only expect. Black, though, is going to be back up, and they could be looking to fight. They're actually going to TP him in offensively. Black comes in. He's going to be instantly Orchid, but there comes a 4-man Dream Coil. Qualifier as well, throwing down a Blade Fury. Godblack does do an overgrowth and gets force-staffed away by Shokska. Now Black gets picked up by the lasso. He's going to go down. First man down is him, followed up by the Bane, played by Pass, and DD stands strong, and this is it, under a 30-minute GG. Makes these games seem so fast compared to the EG games. You're like, was that really a game? But this is
DD
most likely some of the normal
playing
lengths.
so efficient. They do everything right, in my opinion. Like everything they do has a thought behind it.
Yeah, it really does, and that's why they're going to be winning this game 2-0 over Mouse Sports. They're going to be moving into the upper bracket finals of the International West qualifiers, where they will wait to play Rock's Kiss tomorrow, which will be at 5:30 p.m. But do not fear, people, if you were fearing. Unless you fear, then you can fear. But we're actually going to have one more game today, and it's going to be a rematch from Group B upper bracket finals. It's going to be Evil Geniuses versus Mouse Sports in a best of 3.
Yep.
And today, we will lose one of those two teams. So if you put EG and Mouse Sports as your top 2 in the compendium, you're not going to get as many points as you hoped, because we guarantee that EG or Mouse Sports, one of them will be going home today. EG looked so dominant in the game before when they played Mouse Sports. They put up a great fight versus Rock's Kiss and probably could have won it in many scenarios. So I still favor EG coming out here, but DD, wow.
Strong performance.
Just, so much thought process behind what they're doing and why, and the execution's great as well.
They had, in game 1, they had a plan with the Bane and the Shun, and they executed it perfectly, picking off Mag in mid. And here in game 2, it was always up to Mouse, and DD knew when to psych their towers, when to split push, even getting 2 tier 2 towers when Mouse took 1 tier 2 in mid. It was perfect play from DD, decision making, everything. As well as Mouse, I don't agree with them going down the middle lane there instead of waiting for a Roche. Maybe not getting a free Roche, but forcing DD to come to them. Yeah,
and take a fight maybe on your terms, but obviously hard versus Firefly. But if you at least you had a gem, you can get vision, some sneakily placed ward placements across the river and mid could have given you some inkling of where the initiation could come, and you can very easily counter with a puck with a blade dagger.
Exactly.
Especially if you have a black infested inside you. So Bruno, Weapaz.
Well, I mean, I was talking to Wepas during the picks phase. DD Dota playing a super defensive style, super safe, but at the same time super secure. I pointed out during the first 10 minutes of the game that Black and Silent on the PL were getting both free farm pretty much. They were both on 70 CS just right at the 10-minute mark. But in the end, when they started pushing, when Mouseworld started to make things happen, Black has to stop farming and has to start joining with the team to create things. Lifestealer, a carry that necessarily means has to be there before the Phantom Lancer needs to be there.
Yeah.
And because of the tree pick, which was really good on protecting those towers, protecting those heroes, making sure that they could dive and they could not be dove on. The Vat Rider that had a very quick blink dagger, I don't remember exactly the time.
13, 14 minutes.
Well, 13,
Something
yeah,
like that, yeah.
something like that. So very, very strong. The Queen of Pain against the pack mid, it's kind of an interesting lane, but the Queen of Pain got the advantage there. And what that meant in the end was that Mousesports couldn't make good use of their Chen and Juggernaut as good pushing lineups, and the split push from DD was great.
Yeah.
Phantom Lancer was getting all they want. The Queen of Pain was getting all they want. The Bad Rider had created so much fear in Mouseport that they could not go safely. I mean, apart from just at the beginning when Lifestealer was farming next to Tier 2 Radiant Tower, other than that, there was no much for them to do, and I don't think that the supports actually made a huge impact. But slowly and surely, the Phantom Lancer grew and grew more, and just, I mean, if you saw the score, there were not too many kills, but just one bad teamfight was all that Didi needed to get over Mousesports and just secure a very fast game to victory. So Andy Warhol, what do you think?
I saw you looking that up, by the way, during the game. But I felt that DD once again, like, really exploiting the weaknesses of the Miles lineup. Miles picking a super strong pushing lineup. You have a Shen, you have a Juggernaut, you have a Lifestealer that can come early on with drums and an armlet. But the problem is, they can't move. If they commit to a push, they have to commit to that push. And then you have a Queen of Pain and a Phantom Lancer who's just split pushing faster than you. I mean, if you TP out with a Shen, it's great, but you lose all your creeps. It's like if you die, you just like lose all the creeps. So DD just exploited everything that Mouse couldn't do. Like, they had such a good mobile lineup on the side of DD because they had the living armor that I think they could give to the split pusher, which meant that they could tank the towers before the next creep wave came in. And then, of course, the immobility of Mouse's lineup. They just, like, once they committed to a push, they couldn't really leave because they needed all the Shen creeps to come with them. And DD knew that they would push faster, and then in the fight, Mouse just dove too far instead of sieging the tower. So that was pretty much it when Koikwa went in for that Omni Slash, because they lost the Juggernaut, and then Black tried to follow up. He just got locked down by an Overgrowth, and the game was pretty much over from then.
Yeah, I'm not, yeah. They were under a stressful situation, though, Mousesports. They felt like they needed to make something happen. They did try. Unfortunately, DD had their number from the get-go. So let's take a look at the brackets here at the International West Qualifiers, and we can, of course, see now we're set up for our final game of today. What's scheduled to start at 8:30 CET, a little bit behind just because we had some great games, so we're not going to complain about that at all. We have also allowed the team Mousesports just to have anywhere between 5 to 15 minutes of a break just to kind of get themselves back together, because they have to now be in the mindset of they have to play EG, and both teams want to come into this game playing their best and thinking mentally the best they can. But that's where we're going next. It's EG versus Mousesports. It's one best of three. One team will be dropping out of the International here. The road to TI3 will end. The winner of this game will then be one of the final three teams, and when we come back tomorrow at 5 o'clock CET, we'll see Roxkiss versus DD Dota, and then, of course, the winner of Evil Geniuses versus Mousesports, where Evil Geniuses, can they make a repeat performance, winning 2-0? Are Mousesports, even though they took a loss from DD Dota, able to bring themselves back up and then put up a good fight versus EG? Well, I guess all we can say is we'll find out after the break, because when we come back, it's EG versus Mousesports. Don't go anywhere.